Facebook Live event from PHLV Radio.
Hello, everyone. Where's the camera? Right here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Buhay Bahayan, where we talk about business, real estate, at iba pa, and everything else, right? All right. Today's topic or episode is all about romanticizing the Filipino cuisine, and I would like to introduce my co-host, and I believe she's in Paris right now. Where are you, Miss Mia?
I'm still here in Vegas. Ano lang yan, alter ego na nasa Paris.
Dream lang pala yan. Dream. Wow. It looks like it. I-zoom lang natin ng konti, and then it would feel like you're live underneath the Eiffel Tower.
The foot of the eye.
It's so different if you're not here, Miss Mia. Parang hindi tayo live.
No, sorry, I'm under the weather, so I didn't.
Definitely, you are under the weather in Paris. Okay. Parang nasa ilalim ka ng weather. Diyan. Okay. How are you?
Joke time na.
Joke time na ba? Hindi pa. Sige, sorry. I-introduce mo pala yung self mo dyan.
Okay. Here's my camera. Hi, everyone. I'm Mia Casino. I'm still here in Vegas. Ano lang, under the weather. But welcome to Buhay Bahayan at iba pa.
Get well sooner, Miss Mia. Get well sooner. Okay. All right. We have a very interesting topic today. Romanticizing the Filipino cuisine. Anong ibig sabihin ng title na yan, Miss Mia?
I just coined it because of our guest. That's his name, Romanticize. Roman.
Tama. Hindi ko na-gets yun. Ngayon ko lang na-gets. Kaya pala. Mali talaga ako. Mali ako palagi. But anyway, should I introduce our guest already?
Yes, please.
Okay, so our guest today, our very special guest, is an executive chef at the Bel Air Lounge and Bel Air Backyard at the new Durango Casino, like Mia Casino. He is also the part owner of Taverna Costera. That's my favorite spot at the Arts District, downtown Las Vegas. And he's also part owner of Queen's Bar next to the Whitechapel, also near the Arts District. And 18 years as a chef, 13 years living in Las Vegas. And I would like to welcome the entrepreneur and chef and Mr. Romantico, Chef Roman Alan Sarmiento. Welcome, Chef. Thank you for coming to our show. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I remember the studio, actually. Yeah, I was here in January.
So it's not your first time here pala?
No, I'm still nervous. Yep. Still nervous.
Oo, kasi parang nilalamig ka. You're crossing your arms.
Oh, no, I'm just...
Masyadong malakas yung aircon.
It's perfect.
All right, awesome.
I'm just being awkward because
parang
always nervous.
Lang tayo.
Yeah.
It's okay. Basta, we have 2 or 3 shots of something.
Right.
Hindi na tayo nahihiya, no? But anyway, that's a very good episode that we have here today, and we will drill down to my first question is Mr. Romantico. Are you a homeowner or a renter here in Vegas?
I do own a home here in Vegas. I live in Summerlin area.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So how long have you owned a home?
3 to 4 years now. I think I got it at a decent time. I think the average now has gone up, 150 plus.
Oh.
So it's a good spot.
All right. Yeah. Did you know that Mia is a realtor?
No. I'll remember from my second house.
There you go. He's planning to buy another.
Roman is also a commercial renter because.
Oh.
Do you own it? Do you own the building?
We don't own the building, so we do rent from, for example, Taverna. We actually got it at the right the perfect time. It was around COVID, so when you have that lease that's stuck on that number during COVID times, you know, it's a saving grace for any business, honestly. Like, just to have a set pay at, and it's not that high either. It's actually pretty decent. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So I can see your Mia.
Very nice spot, the Taverna.
Oh yeah, I
thank
know.
you.
Yeah, I know. I've
Thank
been
you.
there. Yeah, you should go there. It's in downtown, and they have bands, and they have, you know, iba-ibang cuisine.
It's very music.
Yeah.
Very music heavy. We just finished our brunch menu, and our dinner menu.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got some elevated bar menu items there. For brunch, you know, we're trying to push out some of the Mediterranean fusion.
Yeah,
It's good.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of good
Mediterranean,
feedback. Yeah.
I actually love I have a personal favorite. It's the avocado toast.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I love that one. I love
Thank
that
you.
one.
Thank you.
So, I wanted to talk about ano ba yun, Mia? You said commercial real estate. So basically, you said you're renting this spot here, right?
Yeah.
And how long have you co-owned Taverna?
Not long.
Okay.
Originally, I think a lot of people know me from Pepper Club, which is about a block away from Taverna.
Oh, okay.
You know,
You were
that-
also a chef there?
I was the executive chef there too.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it to where it was. You know, we were really popular, and everybody was really happy with what we were doing over there.
Oh, wow.
Something happened.
Yeah.
I'm no longer there. I'm also very petty. So I'm gonna go down one block and make that place a lot more successful than Pepper Club. So, yeah.
So you've lived here actually in Vegas 13 years. Where from?
I'm originally from DC, but I was born in the Philippines. I moved to the States when I was early teenager, and then moved to Vegas. 13 years ago.
Wow.
About-
And you've been a chef for 18 years. How old are you now?
Ish. I'm old. I look young, but I'm old. No, it's in DC. I was already doing some culinary work in DC, but I originally was trying to do medical.
Yeah.
Realized it wasn't for me,
Yeah.
and then got into the trenches, and I'm not so bad at it,
Yeah.
And then a chef from Vegas went to DC and was like, you're not bad.
Yeah.
You should come over to Vegas, If you don't want to go back to school, if you don't want to go through all that and just learn on the job and do all this, and go to Vegas.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
did.
think you beat me
Yeah.
to the punch. I was gonna ask you like what you like to do for fun. Is that
For
one of the
fun?
reasons
Oh,
why
man.
you switched into? You mentioned you were in the medical field.
Yeah.
And then how did you get into? Because a lot of our viewers, it's like parang ang dami mga foodie dyan, di ba?
Oh, no,
And then
yeah.
they post pics
It's-
of food, and it's like
Yeah.
they romanticize and they love food and they make it into art now. Is that how you got into the business?
No, not at all. Everybody needs to understand, like, the culinary industry is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Like, that's just flat out. But
Hard.
everybody needs to, it's not that it's hard. It's just not for everybody, because not everyone has that same, like, either willpower
Yeah.
or discipline or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
right? For me, it was, first it started out with just, extra cash, right?
Mhm.
I need extra cash. While I'm in school, part-time job, cool. And then I kind of fell in love with sushi because of the culture. I love Japanese culture. I
Yeah.
love anime. I have an anime company.
Oh.
We talked about it last time. It's
Wow.
called Otakuruma. Check it out. It's cool stuff. We do high quality vinyls and everything. We have apparel now and a bunch of other stuff. But go check it out on Instagram. It's otakuruma.official. Or you can go to otakuruma.com. We have that too. But because of that, love for the culture, I got into sushi, and I was like, oh man, I can be a samurai. Like, the same training, same everything. So when I jumped into it, I sort of fell in love with it, and that's when everything started to grow. But it wasn't until I moved to Vegas is when I was like, man, I really don't know anything. Because when I left DC, I was like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
I can roll. Like, I can do this. Like,
Yeah.
When I got here, nah. I was at the bottom. I was at the bottom of the roster, like,
A lot of competition here in Vegas. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
eventually that's when your mindset had to change, like,
Yeah.
okay, I need to be better than this person. I need to be better than that person. And then you just got to keep going, stay hungry,
Yeah, parang melting pot kasi yung Vegas. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
everyone moves to Vegas. Pati yung mga renowned
Yeah. My gosh,
renowned chefs. You know, they
Look
come
at all
here.
the chefs on the strip, right? A lot of them have left the strip. They've opened their own spots like off strip, and they're great. They're great places, you know.
Yeah.
Our caliber for food here is, we set the bar so high, you know, for certain things, and I think that's what's one of the things that makes Vegas really special.
Yeah.
So I get the whole part of romanticizing like what we do here in food, right?
Nice, yeah.
I
Awesome.
get that. I do get that, but the work that goes behind it and stuff that people don't see, it's insane.
It's hard. It's like Hell's Kitchen, probably.
That's
Even more
that's
than
the
that.
easy part.
Yeah.
That's the easy part, you know. Yeah. I think the hardest thing is like it's a lot of sacrifice. Stuff, you know, the hours are terrible. Terrible hours, terrible pay. What else? I mean, you can go down the list of the relationships that you want to have, you can't. Just because of, you know, you're always at work, you know. It's a struggle for a lot of people.
So basically, you were not in culinary school. I know Mia. I think Mia, were you in culinary or somewhat related to?
Culinary? No, my degree is hotel and restaurant administration.
Oh, yun
Nice.
yun pala. So
Also very important.
Yeah.
Like for chefs, like it's not just cooking. You got to know the.
I have a
yeah,
question
admin
for
side.
Roman. I have
Yeah.
a
Mia,
question.
go ahead.
I see a lot of Filipino restaurants in other states, you know, being awarded the Michelin award. Do you see that in Vegas?
So, for me, so we went on with Wally. We did the Isang Kusina event a while back, and we had all these amazing chefs that came to Vegas.
Oh, Wally, that's
Walbert. Astoria.
Walbert. Oh, Astoria.
Astoria,
Yeah,
yeah.
Astoria. That's
They did
one
a
event.
Isang Kusina event over at Chef Roy's place at Fine Company at the time, right?
Okay.
And you know, they had like you know just different places like Hiraya from DC, Chef Pao. You know, shout out to you. You know, you were amazing. But basically, everybody was killing it. You know. And it's like, why don't we have something like that in Vegas? You know, we don't have.
Right?
The stuff we have is just regular.
Yeah.
I mean, not regular. Just it's not where we're trying to take it to.
Yeah.
Because I feel like our cuisine's next, right?
Yeah.
So.
I think you mentioned that we had a conversation. Yeah.
We were drinking also.
Yeah, I paid you a visit at the.
We were drinking.
I think Mia was there. Mia was there too. Mia was there at the.
We were at the
pool.
We were
Yeah,
at the pool.
At the Durango.
Yes,
yeah,
we were
Durango
drinking.
Pool. Yeah.
You know, we were drinking, and I was like, why? You know, I think we're ready for it.
Yeah.
I think everyone feels the same way too. Like we're ready for it.
Yeah.
You can make it happen, Roman.
I think so too. I think we have the crew, we have the resources to pull it together.
Yeah.
And pretty much everything we need. We just need someone to fund it.
Yeah.
You know, fund it.
Hint. Yeah.
You know, but I think I've been trying to put this like crew together for like 2 years now, and I'm like, we can do this. Like we can really, you know, hit it out of the park with this casual fine dining restaurant that's Filipino cuisine, nice tasting menu, nice bar, cocktails that revolve around our cuisine.
True. Yeah.
Like and really kill it.
Do it, man. Do it.
Why not?
For it.
Why not? We can do it. We can do it.
I saw on your page that you're a full-time manifester, so maybe you can manifest that.
There you go.
Oh yeah, it's in the works already. Yeah, it's in the works. Everything's in the works. I don't know. I do believe that. I feel like I'm especially good at manifesting stuff. Yeah,
Yes.
especially good. Yeah. So
Awesome.
everything that I'm always into different projects that are happening. You know, in a matter of time, it'll happen. You know, obviously some things don't go your way, but something else comes up.
Yeah.
That's even similar to.
Very true.
Yeah,
Very true.
yeah.
And I'm curious about the lifestyle of a lot of those professional or very renowned, chefs in the strip. You never hear anything personal, like they're not in the news. They're breaking rules or anything. Like they're always like silent. You never hear anything from them. But I don't know how they live their life here in Vegas. You know, you never.
There have been some. Obviously, there's been some bad boys, like in the past. But I feel like, when I was younger, when I was younger, I was at Yellowtail.
Yeah.
I grew up. That's the kitchen I grew up in. Yellowtail, and we'd go party after work.
Yeah.
And we'd party so hard, and
because the stress level is so high.
Right. Next thing you know, it's like, oh my gosh, we got to go to work in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's one of those nights where you have to sleep in the car, or You know, like you don't even sleep. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes I'll go straight to the EDR, have breakfast.
Yeah, but the job must be so satisfying that you keep coming back to it. It draws you. Parang you get addicted to
It is not
like,
for
cooking food.
everybody. You have
Yeah.
to be a little crazy, a little psychotic to
Yeah.
work in a kitchen that's just like
Mia's
organized chaos.
Mia's a very good cook. I think she mentioned that
Right.
she's has the best tasting lengua
Ooh.
in the whole world that I've tried. I think she mentioned that to you when
Put
we
that
were
on our menu.
chatting.
Put that on our menu.
There you
But
go.
the thing is, I think it's also the food presentation. It's not enough if you're a good cook. You have to be able to present it well in such
Yeah.
a way that it
Right.
sounds.
Small part of it. Small part of it. I mean, it's all a bunch of small parts that culminate into one, right?
Make it big, yeah.
So
Yeah,
the presentation, the quality of the products,
Yeah.
who the chef is. I know a lot of chefs out there that are very good.
Yeah,
but
very
they're
talented.
not. But they don't. You know, they don't want to be in the spotlight. They don't want to be in the.
True.
So that depends on that too. Like we can have. This is just an example, by the way, because I love going Ramsay's Burgers. But let's just say his burgers aren't that great.
Yeah.
People are still gonna go there because the name, right?
The branding.
Yeah, the branding.
Yeah.
And it just shows how important marketing is.
Yeah.
Like in any business.
Yeah.
And this is why food influencers in this city hold so much power. It's
True.
insane. It's
Wow.
insane.
Yeah, isa pa yan, social
Yeah.
media. It's just like
it's a whole different animal.
yeah.
It's almost like required now. When you open a spot, you better have your media days ready for these
Wow.
influencers.
Wow.
And everything has to be perfect that day because I think we're lucky to have like the main influencers here in Vegas that if they know that it's if there's something that they don't like, they're not even gonna post it.
Yeah.
You know, they'll just quietly like, oh hey, but you should change this.
Yeah.
And go on with their day, right?
Because most of the chefs,
Yeah.
they already have too much in their plate. They probably don't have time for any
saw-
kind of like
yeah.
personal stuff. I
I
don't
saw it
know.
on like I think like Chef PSA or something, and he was right. He was one of the guys there. He's talking about like how the pressure comes from both sides, right?
Yeah.
From the top, from like ownership, management, and all that,
Yeah.
pushing down on you as a chef, and then you have home stuff pushing up. So it's just this
Yeah.
constricting like thing where you can't breathe
Yeah.
anymore, and some chefs can't handle it, and that's why
Yeah.
it's like, you know, like the whole mental health thing.
Yeah, I see
Very
it as
important.
mas matindi pa siya sa boot camp eh. Like you get screamed at like man, and mentally, like mentally.
Yeah,
like
it's
more
not
mental.
as bad as it used to.
Yeah.
It used to be, but it's a lot better now. At least the culture I'm trying to create in my kitchens are more. Don't get me wrong. The foundation of it is still old school, but now there's like this understanding of like, hey, like I care about you,
Yeah, yeah.
and I care about your growth and in your career.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna invest my time in
Yeah.
whatever I need to make you successful.
Right, right.
Because once that happens, then I don't have to worry about much anything else because everything else will fall into place. Like your
Yeah.
food will taste better because
Yeah.
now you enjoy where you work, stuff like that, little things
True.
like that. You know what I
Mia,
mean?
you had a question for Chef?
No, I was gonna ask you. You were talking about the back of the house.
Mhm.
Was it hard for you being, a Filipino, being in the kitchen?
Just, well, no,
he's
not-
a big guy. I don't think he's.
I was tall and scrawny when I first got to Yatel. No, it wasn't the fact that I was Filipino. I think back of the house kitchens is one of those things where, and in America, I'm talking about like in Vegas or America, even in America, I don't think I've ever experienced it because you're Filipino.
Mm.
Yeah.
The kitchen is one of those places where you have the craziest characters that are from opposite like worlds come into one place, and right when that service starts, everyone's on the same page.
Yeah,
Right when it's over, everyone goes back
That's
to
true.
their own.
it's like a team effort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys have seen Ratatouille, right?
Yeah.
He's talking about
Oh,
all
I love
different
that.
characters.
I love that movie.
There was a convict, an ex-convict. There was this. There was that. Then this guy was a whatever. So
Yeah.
it's a bunch of characters in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and
Yes,
obviously.
why I asked her, man, is I want to see a chef being known, a Filipino chef being known in the culinary field, especially here in Vegas. So, is there a chance for that? You think?
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
I guess my question too is, where will this lead you in your career? Are you going to be more on the business side, or are you gonna be more or leading towards like creating more menu and being best at what you're doing instead of like on the business
Right.
angle?
So, when I first started in the industry, I was really big on just trying to get really good in terms of techniques and skills and stuff like that, because to me, it's like at that point, you know, your value goes up. You know, you become that one person that they can't replace.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're gonna have to spend a lot more money to get rid of you than to bring someone else in or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think now that I've felt comfortable, and I know that's a really bad word because you shouldn't feel comfortable. But now the stuff I'm trying to learn now is more on the business side and less of in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right.
Complacency.
So you have to kind of be the chef that needs to be, like, in your head, in the back of your head, you always have to be thinking about business while you're still doing all your food stuff.
Yeah.
Because it does work together to make a place successful.
Artist lang, no?
Yeah, you can't last.
Artists starve.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. You can't just be a good cook, a really good artistic guy, or business separate. Yeah.
Taga saan, where were you in the Philippines? Where were you born?
Sa Malabon. I was born in Kansas City.
Yung pala, Pansit Malabon.
Pansit Malabon, yeah. Family's still there. Yeah.
Mia, you're cutting off.
Sorry,
You're cutting out.
my laptop. Do you make good pancit malabon?
Nothing close to
Honestly.
what my grandma and my mother makes. Like, my mom's lumpia is still
Mom's lumpia.
untouched.
Of course, right?
And that's one of the things we talk about, like when we're making dishes, right? For a Filipino spot that's high end,
Yeah.
if let's say the cooks are making like kare kare, right? If your kare kare doesn't taste anything close to what my grandma or my mom makes,
Yeah.
don't even present it.
Parang
you know?
benchmark, no?
Don't even
Parang,
present it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parang you have that.
Yeah, you have to,
Yeah.
because that's the connection that people are gonna have. No matter how fancy this food gets,
Yeah.
and obviously it's gonna be a little higher price point, right?
Yeah.
No matter how fancy it gets, if it doesn't hit like
Yeah.
that spot,
Like it brings back
and it
memories,
brings
right?
back like
Yeah.
memories from home or
Guni.
family or something. It's not ready.
Yeah.
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 So
Is that right, Mia? Guni? Is that memories or is that wrong Tagalog?
It's,
Guni is imagination, right?
imagination.
Mali pala. Ano ba yung, what is memories?
Pass
It brings back,
Wait, oh my-
brings back memories. Ala.
ala. Nawawala na yung Tagalog ko eh. So, I gotta-
So before we go into our next segment, Mia, do you have any final questions before we let Chef Roman, if he has anything to promote? Yeah.
Manifested. I think that's gonna happen.
it's
There you
going
go.
to happen.
There you go.
Things are already in the works that we don't even know about. It's gonna happen.
Awesome.
Whether it's me or someone else, it's gonna happen because it's our turn.
Yeah.
Honestly, Vegas should have been the one starting this whole thing, but
Make a
we didn't.
difference.
Yeah,
There
we'll
you
make
go.
it happen.
And
We're
it
gonna make
starts
happen.
with you, Mr. Chef Roman. There
No
you go.
pressure.
Sige, no. Walang pressure. Ikaw lang. You're the Lone Ranger dito sa Vegas. We're relying on you. The pressure is on you. But good luck to your do you have you want to promote your business and
Yeah,
go ahead.
Let's promote some stuff. Okay, so yeah, Bel Air Lounge. It's some of the new spot in Southwest.
It's awesome.
Come check
Yeah.
it out. The food's great, environment, the vibe's great, the pool, it's awesome. Taverna, we just released our brunch and our dinner menu. We did a
Weekend
media
spot
day.
brunch. Is it every day or
It's
or
the
weekend?
brunch is every day,
Oh, there you go.
but
Yeah.
we're closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Maybe when we get busier, we'll open up Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, check out Taverna
Mhm.
definitely.
Taverna's awesome.
Yeah.
Queens Bar also making a new brunch menu, new dinner menu, new menu for the hotel motels that are close by.
Yeah.
Chapel packages for both chapels on left and the right side of ours, to make that happen. So there's a lot of things that is happening there. And then in 3 months, we have Boni Boba at Cosmo. We put this in a while ago, and it's actually happening now. It's a cocktail boba and small bites
Oh wow.
at Cosmo.
Wow, that's
at
something
Block 16.
different. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Something different, something to
Yeah.
get everybody excited about. So
Oh, I mean, let's
Yeah.
steer away from just the typical adobo, and everybody knows about it. Like,
yeah,
you
I
need
think
to-
we're gonna have a wonton taco sisig actually.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
different,
Something-
like
yeah.
introduced to the world na may Filipino. It doesn't have to be just solely Filipino.
Yeah.
Parang
Yeah.
it's a mixture
Absolutely.
of
Yeah.
all worlds. Like parang, there was a dish that had Peruvian Japanese, which is Peruvian Japanese. Yeah,
Yeah.
is already parang culture.
Oh yeah, no,
ganyan.
for sure.
It's coming from that, but
Not if not flavors, even just techniques. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're some of the best. Like like our braised food.
oh.
We're some of the best.
Oh.
So we'll make it happen.
magaling ang Pilipino sa gaya-gaya, so.
And the Filipinos
Putumaya.
are innovative.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
see
Yeah.
the rest of the business.
Yeah.
I agree.
Very
I think someone mentioned this, and I wholeheartedly agree with this. I feel like as Filipinos, we're people pleasers, right? We're people pleasers. So there's a part of us that don't want to criticize or give feedback that might potentially hurt the other person's feelings. We need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
We just need to say what it is and like, hey, fix it.
Right.
Or hey, this is what it tastes like. It's not that great, but you got to do this. you know?
That's true.
We just need to
Parang-
start doing
Yeah.
that as a
Para kasing-
culture.
Yeah, para kasing, when Liza Soberano was actually talking to, when she had a short, parang short, not short film, but parang sa Instagram
Yeah.
video, shorts, they call it. She was like, Filipinos are, she didn't say anything bad or good about it, but it's like Filipinos always have this utang na loob na parang
She's
it's
right.
okay.
She's
It's
right.
like
Yeah.
we always put ourselves down
Yeah.
like, every single time.
But we need the feedback in any restaurant.
Yeah.
Like I touch tables a lot.
Yeah.
I need feedback.
Yeah.
So I can know how to fix some things, because I'm not going to be stubborn and be like, no, I want it to be salty, and
Yeah.
be like
Yeah.
a jerk and say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Obviously not. Like
Yeah.
the feedback is what's necessary, right? And I think for us to grow as a culture and to get ourselves out there, I think Filipinos just really need to be like, look, this needs to change, or this doesn't have a lot of flavor, or this is too salty. Like, it's okay to say that it's not good, but it can get better by doing this.
True.
It's okay to say that,
Yeah.
I think that's something that we need to do. Yeah, I think.
Awesome. So let's get to our next anong tawag doon? Nag-mental block ako because I think the clock here it's not running. The clock says like 9:38 this whole time.
This whole
So
time.
I'm like, it was 9:38 2 minutes ago, and no, that's the time in the Philippines. But anyway, yeah, we're running out of time, so our next topic will be joke time.
Joke time.
So, may baon ba si Mr. Romantico?
Oh my gosh, I've been thinking about this the whole car right here. I'm like, I don't have a joke. But I remember one.
Sige, go ahead.
Why are Filipinos afraid to cross the water?
Why are Filipinos afraid to cross the water?
Sorry, I said that wrong because it was supposed to be like the Pacific Ocean, right? Why are Filipinos afraid to cross the Pacific Ocean?
Pacific Ocean. Mia,
They become gremlins.
What?
because of gremlins.
Gremlins.
I don't know, kasi hindi sila naligo.
Because it's too big.
Wow. Okay, Mia, you want me to go next?
Not bad.
Hindi mo
I'll take
na
Ikaw muna. You muna. Okay, go ahead.
Okay naman. What has five toes, but isn't your foot?
5 toes, but it isn't your foot. 5 toes, feet.
Nope.
Nope. Ano? Eddie, ano?
Sirit,
Chirit.
my foot.
What? Hindi ko naintindihan. My foot daw, my foot. My foot.
Way over my head.
Was that English?
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's not your foot, so it's my foot.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I guess. Wow. Okay, so, okay, last joke. Ako. It's related to the Filipino cuisine. It's related to the Filipino cuisine. Oh, by the way, thank you to my hairdresser myself for this haircut. It's Jose Rizal just turned 163, so today is his birthday. Dr. Jose Rizal, my idol. Ayan, I have your hair like this. Kinopya ko. Okay, my joke is related to the Filipino cuisine, as I said. Now, how do you beat up a lumpia? Everybody knows this already, I think. I'm pretty sure. Keep quiet. Ako na lang. How do you beat up a lumpia? How do you beat up a lumpia pala? You pansit. There you go. That's the pants line. Thank you, Kuya Yo, for that beautiful pants line. Timing na. Time. But anyway, thank you so much, Chef Roman Alan Sarmiento, thank you for coming
Thank you
to
so
the
much
studio.
for having me
yeah,
again.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime. Pasample naman sa mga food mo dyan. Oh,
Come
we
through.
already did.
All right. Oh my gosh. Come through. Let me know.
Yeah, thank you for coming and
Thank you so
being our
much.
guest here at Buhay Bahayan. You can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Amazon Fire TV. Listen to us on the PHLV radio app or get our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Yeah, we're everywhere. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, Wednesdays, Buhay Bahayan, 1 p.m. Wednesdays, Pacific Standard Time. All right, bye-bye. Thank you. See you next time.
Just like a friend from back home. This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.